Hi, I'm Christine Soutter, Economic Development Director for the town of Durham. In March of this year, our way of life was turned upside down. We went into lockdown, and suddenly every normal daily activity was no longer normal. Once plans were in place to safely reopen our economy, many of our businesses had a choice to make: adapt or close. Today, we're going to hear from 4 local businesses who adapted, often readapted, and continue to be open to change in order to keep their doors open. Let's meet those businesses.
I'm John, and this is my wife Arlie, and we are owners of the Big Bean Cafes. We have a location in Newmarket. It's been around for a long time. Our newer location is where we are today in Durham. That opened up in October 8th of last year. We offer breakfast, lunch. We do classic dishes, creative twists. We try to cater to all dietary needs, and we do a lot of vegetarian, a lot of vegan, a lot of just clean, healthy eating, as well as a lot of comfort food. Try to keep our products really unique and fresh, and I think that's what keeps us so popular.
My name is Karen Meyer. I'm the general manager of the property. I run it for the owners.
Louise Hartnett. I run the front desk here at Three Chimneys.
We are a boutique hotel with 23 guest rooms, a banquet facility, and a restaurant. It has been in business since 1997, December. We have a tavern, more of a formal dining room, and an outside terrace, which has done very well this summer.
So I'm Pat, I'm the business owner, and so we're serving Thai street food, basically just like noodle soup and some kind of like stir-fry dishes and some bubble drinks, yes. So I like to make things different from other type restaurants. So it's still Thai food, but I do some kind of fusion a little bit, and I don't do pad Thai. Specialize in mostly noodle soup. Stir-fry dishes like grapao dish. We carry a very small menu. We don't do like a large menu.
I'm Brian Keegan. I'm one of the partners of Oyster River Cycle Sport right here in downtown Durham. So, we are a bike shop. Kind of first and foremost, opening this business was, coming to UNH, starting in 2000. I was like, we had a bike shop in town. Mike was awesome when he owned it and did a great job. But, over the years, I just noticed, we needed more. So I started in the bike industry about 2003, just putting together bikes. Before here, a few other shops. And we had a great time learning from all of those places and then trying to integrate that into what this business is now.
We're built in 1649, one of the oldest buildings in New Hampshire.
I think our hospitality, what we do for our guests, makes a difference too. In the past, we've catered to UNH faithfully when they bring guests in, guest speakers, potential employment. Other than that, a lot of our guests are the parents of the kids. And we go out of our way for not only the university, the parents of the kids, but most of our guests, we do go out of our way. We do have pet rooms, yes. Yeah, we have pet rooms. We have special, there's amenities that the guests can order online, or if they call the front desk, we can give them amenities in their room. We just it's just our attitudes, I guess. We're hospitality, and we just try to
be positive, and our guests are happy to come here when they're here.
We're competitive in our welcoming attitude. We really want to be for anybody. Like, there is no bad question. If you're 50 years old and you don't know how to ride a bike yet, I would love to teach you how to. But in the end, I want everyone to feel safe to come in, or not come in necessarily right now, but to knock on the door, send an email, make a phone call, and ask the questions that they need answers to.
So I'm from Massachusetts, like originally. My mom owned 2 Thai restaurants before in Massachusetts, but she sold them all. Now she, not really retired, but she's still helping out in the kitchen. But I want to have my own place, making like different type of food. Different type of Thai food, unlike other Thai restaurants. if you look at our menu, you see like very small selection is very, but very specific. Like I just want to be different. And working with the student, I want to make food that affordable, authentic, and want to make a place that students can feel comfortable coming in. And I love working with kids. They're fun and they're very easygoing.
I think passion. I think passion for what we do. We don't just try to throw something together. Our employees and our management, they all really put their heart and soul into the place. It's something that you're not just trying to get through the day. It's something you're really putting your creativity in, and you're really, if I had to do it right, what would I do? And that's what we come up with. And we do it as a team. It's not one person driving it. It's a whole family type atmosphere and community type atmosphere that puts it all together.
Making people happy, seeing those comment cards that shows everything excellent across the board. We like our staff.
Yeah.
I want its uniqueness, it's just difference. I want to make it easy. I want to make it easy but authentic, simple but not that simple. I don't think you would find this type of restaurant in New Hampshire. Like explore New Hampshire to like a new way of having Thai food. It's not just about pad Thai. It's not just about crazy noodle. It's also tom yum noodle soup. It's also other dishes that I keep making differently every day. So I offer them like daily special that they can just explore to the new way of having the Thai food.
Seeing something done right that you can be proud of at the end of the day, that you put your all into the day, and you saw that it went well and people enjoyed it, and you did it right.
Yeah, I would say just seeing all of our accomplishments that we've done. This is our third business that we've done, and I like seeing all of our staff come in and like what they do. They like being a part of the Bean family. We have a lot of, especially in Newmarket, long-term staff. That we've created a little family, so it's nice to see that for sure for people, especially now where jobs are somewhat, everybody's kind of losing their jobs and things like that. So it's nice to be able to provide jobs for people.
I guess the ability to do something that helps bring other people joy, to make it more accessible for them. Really, the bicycle is just the vehicle, literally, to go and find that moment of relaxation or a thrill or get your exercise and your endorphins that we all kind of need, and a way to get outside and just enjoy what we have in this community.
I mean, the biggest challenge is really, it's up to you. It's up to you, and it's how much, care and time you're going to put into it, and that's how much, people around you will see, and they'll want to do the same. We're very fortunate. Our staff is very committed. We've been blessed with a lot of good people who really, really care about it, and that's what drives the business too. I mean, it's not up just to two people or one person. So, us always having to, make sure that we're, stay driven, even in discouraging times like COVID. But I think that encourages the staff to stay driven as well. And then, and that kind of shines through to the people coming in. They see that, and they see that what they're coming into and being a part of, and food that they're ordering is coming from that type of attitude.
No, I mean, definitely the toughest part for me has been stepping away from being the one who physically does the repairs and the sales and everything else, and allowing other people to help me with that, and finding and developing good employees. And I've been very fortunate in finding those people.
In general, the age of the building can be a challenge.
Sometimes you're scheduling people, the vacations, that can be a headache when vacation time. Staffing is hard.
Yeah. Because this is completely new to New Hampshire. I was kind of nervous at first, but I feel like that's why I choose students, because I feel like they're more adaptive. They like to try new things. Yeah, I feel like I can change their mind a little bit about Thai food. So that's why I choose students at first, and then I just like people here in New Hampshire. And I choose them because of University. I want to work I want to have this restaurant for the kids, for students, college students.
And I mean, the first thing we wanted to do is also make sure the staff was taken care of. And we made sure that every single one of them, filed for employment. We made sure that every single one of them had a place where they weren't worried about their bills or their food or anything like that. And then we figured out what we were going to do with the business.
We were forced at the beginning to shut down the restaurant, and then made some phone calls to other properties that I know around the state who were starting with curbside, and that was our only option. And it has gone much better than we had anticipated. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we have been open on the terrace, have done a great business, and then we're doing curbside, or if someone wants room service, they're welcome to order room service.
And as far as the rooms didn't open back up until, I think, we weren't allowed to open back up until June 5th. So right away I dropped the rates. We were even this July with last July. August, we did more in August this year than last year. September, I think we were a little bit lower. In October, we're going to have a great month. And I really think that dropping those rates made a difference. Nothing else dropped. We still give them everything that they're expecting, just at a lower rate.
We had to, change the way we did everything. I had to essentially not let people come into my store. The customers were great. They understood. I said, okay, just knock on the door, leave your bike, and walk away. And they were nice enough to do that. So we were able to do a ton just from that. So that was probably, in the bike industry, one of the biggest issues was supply chain. We had to get very creative. We did a lot of, if there was an old scrap bike, we would take it apart and find what was still good, and we'd have to use that oftentimes.
I just think about safety first. I know it's been very tough business, but I feel like we've been making enough to survive, and I don't want it to be more busy than this, because before the COVID came to the US, I was so busy, lots of students come in, the place always packed. We've been doing a lot of takeout before too, but now it's we're doing more, because I still don't open diet. I like it. I like doing takeout a lot, so that way I use less people and I can control the number of the people who can come into my place. So I add the patio too, so we can enjoy the outside seating. A lot of people, I think they kind of get tired of doing takeout. They want to enjoy the outside. I get it. I don't want people to come into my place, so it's going to be too crowded. I don't want it to kind of spreading again. So that's why we had that patio outside.
We did takeout, curbside pickup. We did delivery. We did all those right away. We were able to do outside dining, and we were able to expand a little bit that thanks to the generosity of the town and business neighbors around us. Yep. So I think people really like that they could come in, eat, and enjoy the beautiful summer we had. We were fortunate not to have a lot of rain. I think everybody around was kind of counting their blessings with that. But people almost felt like they were somewhat back to normal with that. And then the inside dining, same thing. And we've gone through the stages, and everyone's gone through the stages with us, both staff and patrons as well.
I do think doing more online booking will be a big thing, and then also engagement through social media has been a big thing that I hopefully will start to pay off soon, and just letting people know that we're all welcome, and encouraging people even more so to get outside and go experience what is here that's in the Oyster River area, in Durham specifically.
I think the takeout world changed forever with this.
Yeah, it really ramped up.
Yep. I think delivery and takeout, a lot more people are doing that. Adapted a waitlist system. So rather than calling out for somebody's party, we're able to text them now. So that's working out really well. We're looking into doing reservations, online ordering. That's something that's fast and convenient that a lot of places have started to adapt to really quickly, and that was on our roadmap, but we're expediting that as well. And then the outdoor dining here, obviously this was an off year, and that next year hopefully won't be like this, but I think we saw that a lot of people really like that.
Yeah.
So we definitely will continue that going forward as well.
Patio, of course. We add more table. People enjoy it. Now I have it, so I'm just gonna utilize it. We're gonna add more table after all the COVID is gone. I don't know when, but hopefully soon. So we add more table. This is a new setup though. So we used to be on the other side, but I feel like we want to just have one entrance so I can control the number who can come in to the place, just for the safety. Try to keep people less in-house, basically.
But Durham is special in its way that there is more open space. There is places that you can quickly and easily all of a sudden be in the middle of the woods. The small town that's always a nice sensation as well. And getting to meet all the other local business owners and talking to them. We now have great conversations, randomly just walking through the parking lot. There's information there and there's community built through that.
I think the community is great. The university.
The town, yeah. It's a nice residential town. I think that's what it is. It's peaceful. The police department,
They're phenomenal. The fire department is phenomenal.
The town hall, we call, we ask, we get, they're there for, everybody is there for us. Which it's huge. Makes a huge difference.
So when I moved from Massachusetts to New Hampshire, I had a friend who owned the restaurant too in Dover. And then I just feel like I love the people here. City people always like, they rush, they a little bit like, when I come to New Hampshire, they treat us like family, unlike the food provider at all. So I think you guys are nice. I just like the suburban area. I completely moved to New Hampshire already, and so I settled out in Dover and have this business here in Durham.
Durham has a great downtown community, a great community in general. The Big Beans always had a good amount of UNH, patronage, and Durham's population is larger than a lot of the surrounding towns, especially with UNH in town. And there's a lot of businesses coming into town, which is really good. It's really encouraging, especially new restaurants that are coming in. There's 2 that have just gone in down the street. And there's word of a lot of growth in Durham, so it's nice to be part of that. So that's really that's the main driving points, I would say. It's been a great success.
Yeah, it's a great community.
Then they came into like the last day before we closed down. We had like a crazy business. All the people come in, they did a takeout order, and they came just like, I just want to make sure that you guys coming back. I want to make sure. Some customers tip me $200. Some of the customers, so they leave lots of tip. Like, you don't have to do that, I'm coming back. But I just want to take a break. I just want to think about what am I going to do with this in this situation. I want to keep everyone safe. I was panicked, but now I think it's a new normal thing. So we just have to live with it and keep going.
Hang in there.
Yeah.
Try to be 2 steps ahead of it.
Yeah, I was going to say stay ahead of it.
Yeah, take care of your staff.
Yeah.
Take care of those people, because those people, when things do come back around, they're gonna be the people that are gonna make your business successful. They're gonna be the people who you can count on then, so let them count on you now.
Just try to stay positive. Every day is a new day. Make sure to pay attention to the CDC guidelines, and because things are changing all of the time.
And take it one day at a time. One day at a time. Because there'll be days it's like, oh my God, how are we gonna figure out the answer to that? And then we just kind of wait and we kind of talk it out and we say, oh yeah, that makes sense. Because it's something we've never known.
It's new to everyone.
It's new to everyone, and we're not in the new normal yet. So when we get there, we'll know what it is. But right now, we're just 6 more months of it's going to be tough for 6 more months, and then maybe next spring, summer, But we just have to stick with it.
Listen to your customers. Try to make them as welcome as possible within the safest way possible. A lot of the businesses around here have done a great job of that. My neighbors right next door, Bamee, they switched over to pretty much all takeout, and they did a fantastic job. They kept a community that they had existing going of customers, and that's what we want. We all just want to increase our community of customers and clients. We're not just here to take your money. We want you to be part of a community.
The businesses that we heard from today are great examples of the resiliency in our community and our country. I know that there are many more positive stories out there, and I hope that you get to experience some yourselves. This is Christine Soutter, Town of Durham. Thanks for joining us.